Aw, damn. We back. It's Friday. If Friday, that mean it drinking. Because when we work in computer and we work in gaming, all we do is drink until we retire. I was like, we should be pushing the all IT folks are alcoholics thing. That's fairly bad, man. Okay. Where do we leave off? Man, so we got into a deep conversation about enterprise software last stream, which is not great because everybody hates enterprise software because it is not fun. Nobody likes that shit. I don't like that shit. Unless it's something new, you know. But how new can you get with workflow and data points? So we are drinking one of my new favorites, Valley Brewing out of Alberta. Valley Brewing out of Drumheller, Alberta. Great. They have a wonderful coffee stout. They have this new Discovery Raspberry Ale. Very light, very refreshing, very summer beer. Very delicious. So definitely enjoying that this evening. We'll probably continue on getting a little bit white girl wasted with some Hayals, which is alcoholic iced tea. Last time we left off, what are we doing here? We are doing last rites. So we're not going to aggro that guy. We're not going to aggro this guy. I don't think it's this guy that we kill. So we have to see here. Let's take a look. So go to the temple city of Nkela and find the teleportation orb beneath the floating scourge citadel of Naxanar. Use it to reach the top and help Thessarian? There? Yeah. Work your way up and meet me at the top. Arm yourself with the courage. You can do this. So going off of Noxloramus rule sets, there should be a switch. We want to use this teleporter right here because all citadels work in the same way. So we'll kill this guy. We switched it up a bit. So we switched our kind of first actual talent to Icy Talons rather than what is it? Inexorable Assault. So that added 45 top end to the Obliterate. We're doing Icy Talons, which ups your haste a bit. By using Runic Powers, which is our Frost Strike that we just used, uses this bar right here. Which seems to be the better option out of the two. So, I think people need a little more direction on this quest. There we go. Wow, that was... I didn't feel like I teleported, but we here. So we're gonna RP walk over here. He's blood, but he has 2 weapons, so that's a thing. So we'll see what happens. We got some Lunch King. We got some Counselor Talbot. We don't know who Counselor Talbot is, but it looks like he is Prince Valinar.
My liege, the infiltration and control of the Alliance power structure by occultists is well underway.
Oh, I love lore. I'm pretty sure he's in ICC. Oh no, are you for real?
Offerings as proof of my progress.
Oh no. No. Oh. Thessarian.
I hadn't heard from Mulgrane or the other Death Knights for months.
Felt like a week because we just leveled this guy.
Join the Scourge, I take it.
No.
I was Suicide. You were paid for what you did to your own men, Arthas.
Oh shit.
To me, I swear it.
Brr.
Allow me to take care of the intruders, Lord. I will feed their entrails to the maggots.
Do not fail me, Sadlane. Return to Icecrown with this fool's head, or do not bother to return.
Yes.
Oh, what? Soul deflection. Oh, I think that bounces back at us. So it almost looks... Oh, we're kind of dying, eh? So there's a little bit of a lag time that you kind of got to put into this to keep Icy Talons at 15%. So we'll have to practice that a little bit. He's alive.
I thought you were dead.
He was dead. He's undead. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go back. And we are going to use this guy, I think. Crit haste. We'll do two-handed frost. What up, dudes? And we'll go down. Haha, his name is Panda Express. So original. Not original, like Super Arthas. I stole from a YouTuber. Okay. So we did that. What I think we'll do is we'll finish this right here. And what I want to do is I want to move... So we're level 29, so technically we are halfway, but we got roughly 20 levels of Wrath of the Lich King that we got to fill out, and I really don't want to do it all in Borean Tundra. So we're going to continue on to the new zone, which is Dragon something. I think it's Dragonflight or something. Let's double check. Dragonblight. Just to have something more interesting, because honestly, Borean Tundra is not the most interesting zone in Wrath of the Lich King, right? You got your Grizzly Hills. You got your... I like Zuuldrak. Is it Zuuldrak? Let's make sure. Yeah, it is Zuuldrak. You got your Zuuldrak. You got your Storm Peaks, which isn't as interesting. The raids are interesting, but questing, not so interesting. It's a lot of dwarfing around, we'll call it. And you got your Howling Fjord, which honestly I think we should have did in the first place, because I think it's more interesting questing than our desolate little disgusting Borean Tundra. So if we do this, get that all. Then we do this. And then we leave it till the last second. And then we do that. We can constantly keep up Icy Talons to some degree. So we're going to the next hole here. That's what she said. So go over here. We got our little ball boys here carrying what looks like to be pollen. Uh-oh. We'll turn on our discount AoE. Fair, fair. Kind of died. It's okay. Is that first death? First death on our Frost DK. I find the AoE not that great. So you have Howling Blast, which is 400 over 24 seconds, Pretty lengthy, right? So 3, I said 400. Let's do the calculation. So 400, but it's really 360 over 24 seconds. That's 15 DPS ish over the course of that. So not really that great, to be honest. It's like a 15 hit every second, right? The thing is that it's not front loaded. So the more the mobs hang out, the more DPS they do to you, and the faster you die, right? I just don't feel like I have the same amount of control over a character that you would probably find with traditional talent trees, right? I feel just kind of trapped, we'll call it. Like, the rotation on this class is really janky kind of leveling. Because you almost feel like you're playing it wrong. And it's not a great feeling because, like, so you do a thing, you do a thing, you do a thing. And then all of a sudden you have this lag time, right? The lag time feels like you're doing something wrong because you should be able to press buttons at any given time. Like, doing something actively with the class, right? So it feels bad. We sneeze. Holy crap. Okay. So, much like my gripe with the initial Protection Warrior, right? So Protection Warrior, I would say from 12 to roughly 25, 26, you have the same exact kind of lag time happening where you do not have a fluid rotation, right? You don't have a, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing this, right?
Hi, you're a tall one.
So it feels bad, man. We're not doing that. Fuck you, dude. We're not collecting oil. So this is what we're gonna do. We are... Do we have that flight path? Unape? Let's check.
Hi, you're a tall one.
We do not. So we do have to come back here. We do have Dalaran, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sell our stuff first. Let's sell our stuff. Or, where's our Hearthstone at? Trade District. Okay, we're gonna Deathgate. Deathgate, ruin our weapon. Our new weapon, two-handed. Which I think this is kind of janky as well, is that this isn't as fluid. Honestly, they should have city portals back from this place. Because your rune forging is kind of bound here. And honestly, I just think this is a quality of life issue. Like, this is the whole RP aspect about coming back to this place. It's long gone. It's Wrath of the Lich King feel, right? So we are going to put some haste and movement speed on this. That's what we're going to do. And since Blizzard finds it necessary, we are going to then Hearth to Stormwind, burn our Hearthstone cooldown to do so, sell some stuff, and then head back to the questing hub, right? So, not that great, right? Honestly, I think this would really bum me out if I was maining a Death Knight and I had to continuously figure out a way how to get to a main hub just because I leveled a Death Knight, right? It's a detriment, we'll call it, right? Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna sell our bullshit. So we will sell our bullshit at a vendor. like this. So get rid of all our bullshit. That's BOE. That is also BOE. That's soulbound. That's a BOE. That's soulbound. Try to sell that. We'll open that. That's a BOE. What is this? What are you doing? NPCs, man. Why are you twitching around? Like, are you supposed to have a path and you're just kind of freaking out? Interesting. Anyway. Get rid of our cheese. We can try to sell that. Cheese. Sell that. What is with this NPC? Why is she twitching around? That's a question. We're gonna pop up Notepad. We're gonna say Kira. I want to put in a ticket. Boucher. Stormwind. Trade District. Weird pathing. She's just like, I don't understand why she's doing that. Like, that seems unintentional. Like, just stay still. Anyway. I don't know how that even happens. So that's a BOE. Get rid of that, and that's her new axe. So let's go see if we can sell some of the BOE. Oh yeah, Fucking people, man. Sell that. 1,500? We're gonna do 400. We're gonna do 100. That's weird. We're gonna do 3 gold. Why? Because we want to get rid of it, right? How are these people doing this, right? Like 1,500 for a blue item? Like, talk about inflation, right? What is this? Haste first? Nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody's gonna buy that. Crit verse? Nobody's gonna buy that. Really? That seems wrong. We're putting it at 5,000. I don't know what the fuck that hood is, but we're doing it. Haste verse. Somebody wants it. 100 gold. There you go. I think that's it. We're gonna back out. We're gonna open up the pouch here. There's Frostweave, and then there's nobody's gonna take that. Nobody's gonna take that. I can't get over the amount of ore here. And then those aren't going to sell. So that's it. What's nice is we didn't have to buy bags off the auction house for this class, right?
I buy and trade.
We're gonna sell that. And we're keeping that. Got a stupid looking axe.
Greetings.
And we're gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna get rid of that.
Careful.
Pestil's Apothecary. You put in a ticket. Items and mail. WoW token, quests and achievements, character problems. It's technical. NPC. What would this fall under, though? Man, what about in-game issues? You think you would want... So here's the thing, right? Go to the forums, do a bug report, type out your issue, but it's a forum thing. Like, why would you not want a ticket handler behind that? I don't know. I don't understand that. Just very weird. She's still kind of... I don't know. Fuck you and your game, Blizzard. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're in Stormwind. We're gonna... We don't have flying yet, do we? Who do we go for flying? We are level 29, so we are not opted for flying yet. One level away, unfortunately. Such a fuck around. Like, just give me like some straight portals, right? In Death's Gate, I have to set my Hearthstone back to the main hub, then main hub back to the content that I want to get to. I shouldn't have to use my Hearthstone on that. Like, I'm quite annoyed by that. It's just so anti, like, quality of life, man. Okay. Click this. Hope we go to the right northern. Could only be used outside. Supposed to be a monument there, but whatever. I'll go this way.
Looking for something specific?
I had this already. I might have to go buy all those mounts. That's okay. Then what we're going to do is we'll go here. Tally-ho over here. And then kind of ingrain ourselves in the Fall of the Wrathgate, pretty much. So 2% chance to instantly grant you a rune, so technically you should get that. So wielding a two-handed weapon increases oblit damage by 30%, increases the chance for your auto attack critical strikes to grant killing machine, so it's adjusted. That's really stupid. Your power of frost increases your strength by 10%. So this guy. So what we could do is we could shift that to shift 2. Okay, bear with me. It seems really limitless or limited. Empower rune weapon. I don't know. I don't know. What's this? Summons a frost. Just feels really lacking. Am I allowed to say that? Like for a spec, it just seems so lacking on the stuff. I have like 4 core buttons that I have and then a cooldown. Plus an interrupt. It just seems very silly. Maybe perhaps we look at a Frost DK video or two to see what really is going on. Even though you shouldn't, like, honestly, so this the kind of gripe I've had so far with this challenge, right? So as we're going through the characters, the necessity for you as a player to go and seek out tertiary information outside of the game is quite abundant, right? Like, I, as a new person to this game, should not have to go wiki YouTube on how to do things. It should be presented gradually through the leveling process to introduce you to the character, right? The pitfall should be, if you do level your character to max via the level up token or something along those lines, yes, you should do the research and understand the class. But during the leveling experience, you should have or be given an understanding of how to engage with the class, how that rotation should operate. Now, to some degree, Protection Warrior had that, right? They introduced like your abilities and shit like that over the course of your leveling experience. You can kind of grasp how the class operates. With Frost Death Knight so far, I understand that you should probably start with, what we got? Howling Blast to get your dot up, because the dot indicated by the game is going to give your runic power. You want that. That's kind of like your secondary resource system or resource dump system. You should be doing Obliterate, which is kind of like 2 runes, and then, of course, your rune dump mechanic, which is Froststrike, right? If you do this properly during the leveling process, regardless of whatever stats you should have or being given throughout the leveling process, that should be fairly effective, or at least not as janky as it is. Like, I feel like I'm being pigeonholed into waiting for things or hesitating to press things, right? I should always be engaged with the class in some sort of meaningful way to do something, right? Kind of a good feedback loop. It doesn't have that good feedback loop so far. I did hit a little bit of a point during the leveling experience that, hey, the rotation is pretty solid, but I had stacked haste up until that point, plus runic empowerment to get to that point where I felt like it was fluid enough where the rotation wasn't hindered or stopped in any way, right? Now, during the leveling experience, depending on the expansion, depending on the questing and that, the gear that's given to you is weighted in a certain way, right? So if I go look out at Frost Death Knight, things that are weighted in terms of secondary stats are really counterintuitive to what you think the class should operate as. And I found the same with Warrior, right? So the secondary stats are almost like the complete opposite of what the game is indicating to you is a good stat to stack. In this case, for Death Knight, I was like, okay, I need more haste to make my runes spin faster. But that's counterintuitive to the maximization of the class and the weight of the secondary stat, where crit or mastery is much more in the DPS grand scheme of things, right? The same as with warrior. Like the warrior, indication is mastery and critical strike are kind of your two top secondary stats. Whereas you don't learn until you do some digging that haste will refresh your shield block faster, right? So your mitigation talents that also earn you DPS in the sake of leveling. So, like, I mean, it's just really counterintuitive of what they're trying to operate or give to you. Like, you should have a better understanding of the class after you've leveled it, right? But so far, out of two classes, we've had to go look at things like Wowhead or AC Veins or YouTube videos to understand. Which is, you know, fair. I mean, I understand, like, the aspect. That's not for everybody, but as, like, a person who wants to, like I myself who works in software and that, when you present a new system to a person, you want them to understand that system at a glance, or at least understand the mechanics of that system as they interact with it. You don't want that person to have to be burdened with training or burdened with guides or documentation around that. Because then the onus or the burden of the software is then put on the user. It's not put on the software itself. The software should solve the problem being, in this case for World of Warcraft, killing the thing or healing the thing or doing the thing in a game mechanic way. And you should be given the correct tools to answer those problems in an effective way, right? Or in an intuitive way. So it drives me a little nuts. A little nuts that I have to go read documentation on a class for a video game when I should be given the tools for success through the leveling process, learning and growing with the class. It's kind of like a really shitty tutorial, we'll call it. I feel like the leveling experience is a really shitty tutorial so far out of two whole characters and specializations, So what are we doing now? We're getting the hell out of Borean Tundra. You know what I say? We say this quest, nick of time? Girlfriend. Well, we say this one, King the Murloc hub over here. We say, Not doing that. Crafty Blaster? We're getting rid of that. We're going Dragonblight. We're doing this, okay? So there's a hub on the outskirts here. I'm kind of worried about this right here. This tells me that there's Horde NPCs around doing something, because it's very much the hub that the Horde have nearby. But lest we forget how Wrath of the Lich King operated, there is a hub ahead that is Night Elves. They'll tell you to kill some ghosts. There's a dungeon nearby. I can't remember the dungeon's name. Let's go look. It is Azjul Narub and the Old Kingdom. Which, I remember when they initially did these dungeons, that the achievements for them were a lot of fun. I enjoyed those. That was like the first time that you had really good, like the achievement system was being fleshed out and introduced. So you had the first inkling of heroic achievements out of that with Wrath of the Lich King. And achievements in general, right? Music not that great, so I'm hoping it transitions a little bit. And we're going to cruise on over here. Yeah, flight path. Let's go to the elf right over here, get our flight path, and then we're going to do this hub here. So we're going to Moonrest Gardens and return them to the image of Archmage's Modera. You go over to this elf here. Use the liquid fire balloon to cleanse the corpses of the animals. And then we go on over. Yeah. You know. What? Question mark. Where are you? Oh, you're inside the tent, dying. Show the Alliance missive to Star's Rest. You'd think he would have did that, since he was dying there. But, you know, whatever. I'll come over here. Give you the letter. At the Winterguard Keep in Eastern. So, this force... Obviously, it's very urgent. We have to fly right away. So that hub is gone. I don't know if we're returning to that. We're going to Winterguard Keep, which is, if you're familiar with Wrath of the Lich King and the first kind of cinematic experience that you have in game, the Wrath Gate with our good old Shadowlands friend Bolvar Fordragon. That's where he gets burned alive. Spoiler alert. And kind of gets melted a bit. And we think he dies, but he doesn't die. Let's not bump the mic with Albia. But when we go to Winterguard Keep, so this is a secondary hub, there's a lot of action underneath Naxxramas that we're going to be doing. Should be a couple group quests. Should be a lot of killing quests, because there's a lot of, like, there's a farm field and shit underneath that you kind of deal with. Over here. And then this is basically like your introduction to the 7th Legion. Actually, that we hit level 30. Get a new talent point. What do we get? Okay, so we got Death Grip. 10-yard increase. Killing an enemy resets Death Grip. That's not bad. So kill, yoink, kill, yoink, kill, yoink. Not bad. Asphyxiate. Lifts the enemy target off the ground, crushing their throat. Stunning them for 4 seconds. Sounds like a PvP talent. Doesn't really need that for leveling. Blinding Slate. Targets in a cone in front of you are blinded, causing them to wander disoriented for 5 seconds. Damage may cancel the effect. This sounds like a CC talent. Is CC still a thing in World of Warcraft? That's a good question. Do I know? No. I don't think anybody's doing CC anymore. So I think the best selection is probably Death's Reach. So we can yoink enemies as fast as we can. Looks like we got our flying quest. Go to Cloudwing in the Griffin Roost of Stormwind. We're not going to be doing that right away. Why? We just came from Stormwind and we're not hauling our ass all the way back there. So, do we keep these quests here? Probably not. So that's one. We're going to abandon that. The harbor down here. Nobody wants to do the harbor down there. So let's get rid of that. And then let's get rid of this as well, because now we are at Winterguard and nobody cares about the other end of the zone unless you're willing to go back there. This guy is telling us to go Grizzly Hills. So originally when you're leveling through the expansion... you shitting me? Sweet baby Jesus, give me strength. You should give the character, the person who's playing the class, the ability to accept whether or not they want to fly their ass to the other zone. Why? Why? Fuck, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Nobody cares about the Horde here. No Horde's playing in Wrath of the Lich King, dude. Like, you for real. Man. Sure wish I could play the game. I'm too busy accepting quests and then being flown to the next zone so I could do more quests, so then I could be flown to the next zone so I can do more quests without being given an option on whether or not I want to go to the next zone to do more quests. Good thing. The Grizzly Hills music. Anger lessening. Oh look! Oh no! Look out! It's no! It's an orc. Okay. You son of a bitch. Because they squished everything. So here's the thing, right? When you roll something out, a new thing, let's say that a website changes, or your favorite software changes, or something changes with an app on your phone, and you have old things lingering around. When you change things ahead of that, you have to take in consideration of things behind that. So older things, right? So when level squish happens, like this, the consideration in this case is that they've forgotten that these quests that kind of push you to the next zone. So before, the breadcrumb wasn't officially like quests popping up over here, or heralds or message boards where you go and go, hey, what zone is accepting me next? What is the campaign map? So on and so forth. Breadcrumbs and Wrath were very much a quest to carry you to the next zone, deliver a message, do something, go interact with something in the other zone to go to the next hub. With the level squish, what's happened is that there's no cap or level in which prevents you from accepting these quests, right? So I would call this like a forgotten aspect about the leveling experience in Wrath of the Lich King. It was like me as a character who doesn't understand that there was breadcrumbs that were before when you were leveling, that these are now all commingled with other quests that have no cap or prevention from you accepting them, to push you to the new zone. So since everything is flat leveled, there's no cap to keep the player from clicking the quest to go to the new zone, right? So now I've gone 3 times now, back and forth from zones accepting quests, right? So what does that teach me? Me as a player who has gone through that now, I should probably read the quest and go, I don't want to go to the next zone, right? Newer player, probably not going to do that. It's a little bit obnoxious. Okay. Give us our quest. Speak with Griffin Commander Urich. So we'll go up there. There's also a quest up here, which I believe is Mage Sanctum. Or is this the barracks? This is the barracks. Over there is the Sanctum. Hello there. Hello, Dawnbringer. 6.4. 4.8. Hydronoral's head commander Elgar. I wonder. Okay, so I guess we're doing that. Did Beerfest get left behind? Why? Let's print. Let's print screen that. Let's plop that on there. We'll post that later. Fucking Christ, man. Why is Brewfest stuck there? Here, this is the better shot. Brewfest, Summersfest. I don't fucking know anymore, man. Like, what is going on with this game? It's painful. Let's stick that under there. Yikes. Just a yikes, man. Everybody's rushing for shit. And it seems so rushed. Like, where's the polish, man? Like, there's no consideration. Like, I know it's such a minute detail, but, like, there's no consideration to the quality, right? Christ, man. I get yelled at for lesser shit in my daily job as a software person. I get yelled at for a date picker not working. And then you have, like, big shit like this that are just standing around, like, drives me nuts. Rescue 5 helpless Winterguard villagers. We'll do that. So are we supposed to speak to you and... Okay. I'm just sad. I'm sad because everybody pays $20 now, thanks to inflation. For shit to work. And to be upkept in the correct manner. But it's not. I'm just sad. Just sad about that. Now, there's supposed to be another quest that we're supposed to kill shit down in the lower level of this village. I'm pretty sure. There's a quest right here. Hello. We already did Star's Rest. We're not going back there. I'm just sad, dudes. I'm just sad. So we get cruise on down here. We'll go do some quests in the village. Villagers. This guy's gonna be... Yeah, okay. You're sticking around? You're sticking around. Okay, so there's a guy there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what you have to do. You pick this guy. He's not connected to the pathing, which is fine. see if his buddy... Really? No? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, are you going to get distracted yet? There we go. That's weird aggro mechanics. We don't question it. Just coming on around. Still running. Swoop. I have no idea what's going on with this zone. It just feels so broken. Oh, now you attack me. Okay. Doesn't matter. Not gonna attack me. All the villagers are running, so I don't know whether or not this is gonna work correctly. Like, I feel like it's broken. Why are you attacking me now? This is the question, right? And this is also the feeling of the class right here. So I feel it's almost broken. I'm just so disappointed right now. I'm just really disappointed. One more shot. If it doesn't work, I don't know. Go to a different zone, I guess. I don't even know where to go, to be honest. Here's a person. So these aggroed correctly. I don't know where he's going, but cool. Calls down a winter. So, did I read the quest wrong? Kind of seems like it. Am I the asshole? Probably. Let's see. I am the asshole. Okay, let's try this again. Flight speed, grab villager. I'm the asshole. Okay. I take back my complaining. Didn't. We're an idiot. That's okay. We're an idiot. See, if I put in a ticket for that, like the GM would go, "You're an idiot. Just stop." I hate myself. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm the problem. Yeah, at least nobody watches, so they can call me out on it. Thank you, hero, for reading the quest text. You did it. You did it. You pizza shits. Okay, there is one. Target acquired. Let's try this guy. Well, at least the zone's not totally broken, right? It's only the festival stuff. It's only the festival stuff. Is that Arthas? Who is that? Uther, right? That's gotta be Uther. Uther boy? Yeah. What? We did it. Okay, let's talk to the guy. Speak with High Commander Halford. Why, we can do that.
We are the sons and daughters of the Alliance.
14 crits, 7 haste. Damn, Daniel. And we got an upgrade, which always feels good. Once you
When next we meet,
the demo gnome. So this is the set of quests that I thought about. So this is all that shit. We're gonna go in here. Eh.
See you later.
Wait. Once you recover his... Okay, so we're not clicking the orb yet.
Hi, how are you? Be seeing
He's
you.
gonna ask us for some stuff, and we'll grab that. And in the inn here, that's what we're talking about. It's our group quests, which they don't say group quests anymore. They're definitely wanted quests, which were traditionally 3 to 5 player quests. So this is the force down into the lower village here that we're doing. So this is what I remember is the force down into here. You do slurp. 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 So a little bit better quality of life. You can't... Again, I'm just so confused about this rotation. You kind of chug, you kind of don't. You almost like kind of have to go click, 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 like a little buffer after your GCD, right? Waste that. Scrying Orb. Trapped Winterguard villagers. So there's one. And then Geis, which are these guys here. Let's go find the Scrying Orb. Which is over here. Seems to be in here. This guy's gonna attack us. Click. Click, click, click. See, now we're stuck. Click, click. That guy's not attacking us, which is interesting. Upstairs? Is it Orby Boy upstairs, or is it over here? I feel like it is up the stairs. So we'll go back here. Go up the stairs. Ah! No, you saved me. You did it, Super Arthas. feel like this class is like overly simplified. Like, it kind of plays like a class caster, but you're not waiting for stuff, right? It's not like positional. Like you wait, but you don't have the waiting bar that you normally would with a caster class. I think once we get Rim, that filler portion should flesh out the rest of this kind of fucked up rotation. What do we got over here? We gotta go into the mine. So if we go around, should be going around, we'll follow this road up. This guy's gonna be a prick. There's gonna be a ton of these guys over there from what I remember. Nice. Okay, run away. The leash points on mobs. They're just sometimes just so infuriating. Like that, like I've committed to kill that character or that mob. Just let me kill him. Like if I'm hitting that character, I'm committed to it. If I'm not hitting it, let him leash back. But I feel like the tolerance just isn't there. I hit the wrong button. It's another thing with Death Knight, right? I gotta say, it's probably more punishing than, say, another class, like if you hit the wrong button. Like, I feel like you could severely fuck up your rotation if you hit the wrong button. We are now digging into the White Girl Wasted drinks. Hails. We don't need that mining pick, which is nice. Pretty sure this is Serenite. For all those lore people out there, Serenite is the blood of Yogg. Which makes people go crazy. Yogg was a fun fight. I really enjoyed that fight. Especially when you're first learning it. I know our guild, when we initially did it, the running gag was a good cloud placement. Which at the start of the fight, you basically collect mobs, which are these kind of like little mind flare dudes, to go kill near, I believe it's Seraph or something like that. It's like this lady NPC. It's like a Vicryl that represents Yogg in some way. You go kill him by that NPC. But in order to force a spawn of those mobs, you can go touch these clouds that are like in a rotation around that mob. And sometimes you trip too many of the clouds. It's either the tanks or the DPS or like really anybody were just like standing in them, right? Which it wasn't a hard mechanic, but you always like found somebody going oops or staying too long in their position and not paying attention. But when your tanks got really good, you could pull, like, you could touch all the clouds and just, like, AoE those guys down, right? And swoop. I don't know if Howling Blast is really worth it, but we doing it. The only reason I am rocking a two-handed right now is that the one-handed weapons seem to really be sparse in Wrath of the Lich King here. All we've gotten is some pretty solid two-handed weapons. I could say the same about BFA when we're leveling up the Protection Warrior. The main-handed weapons were pretty far in between, which... I don't know if that's intended effect, but it seems really obnoxious.
It's too far away.
Collect the nugget. So that should get that. Then we just have the minor cards left. Would I do a Wrath leveling experience after this? Probably not for a while. I think it's mostly just been rose-colored goggles coming back to the expansion. At least for the leveling portion. I've just been kind of choked with the leveling experience. I don't know if it's just me, like I'm old and curmudgeonly. But, I don't know. It does feel dated for the leveling. It's like, kill 20,000 of these dudes. Of course, like the leveling experience back then, it's a lot different than what we're used to now, which is a very hands-on tailored experience where this is more so like you just grab a handful of shit, you go do the thing, right? I think the rating was honestly the best part of Wrath. RP wise, like I mean, like the whole premise was like pretty much everybody played. I say everybody, I mean like anybody who's playing World of Warcraft at that point initially had the start of, you played Warcraft the RTS in some meaningful way. Mainly like Warcraft 3 or Warcraft 2. Warcraft 3 definitely the definitive driver of this expansion in World of Warcraft, right? But, definitely was the thing. Like, you were stupid excited about it. I remember when I was younger, I stood at GameStop, or in Canada, what it's called is Electronics Boutique, waiting for this expansion to get a retail copy of it, right? Back when you used CDs to install. And, man, I was so excited. It was like midnight launch, and we were just waiting for Wrath to come out. And at the start of it, like, I chose Howling Fjord on my mage, and like, man, it was just flooded. It's like 1 a.m. when I started. It was just hella flooded with people questing. I was tired, but I was just having so much fun, right? What a great time. Like, that's... I don't think you really capture that anymore with gaming. Does really anybody, like... line up for anything, or like you have that community aspect about a video game coming out. Not really anymore. Man, that was great, and he just it was just so good. I remember I'd pre-ordered the game, and what had happened is the price of the actual pre-order had gone up, so I had owed $5, which is funny, right? Like, to think about that, it's like, fuck you, I pre-ordered the game, I shouldn't have to pay more for the game, right? But they didn't have their debit machines on, and I didn't have any cash. So, like, I'm stuck at the front of the line going to collect my copy of Wrath of the Lich King. And I remember, like, just such a cool thing happened. The guys behind me, who must have been my age now, like 30-ish, they're like, hey, kid, like, what do you need? Do you need $5? Here's $5. Go enjoy your expansion. And I was so thankful. Like, it was such a cool experience. I never had anybody do that for me, right? I was just so fucking grateful about that. Holy. Okay, let's take a moment to read this. Retrieve a Winterguard mine bomb and use it to blow up the... Near the foreman's scaffold rests a hefty cargo of dynamite. So we kind of have to go back in here. I'll never forget that. I don't really remember the guy's face or anything, but I do remember, like, being in the store, being like, here's $5, kid. Like, go have fun. And they were Horde, too. I was Alliance. Like, just, it was a good time. Feels good, man. I don't think you get that really anymore with the video game. Not World of Warcraft, at least. Is really anybody lining up for the next expansion? Like, I remember the Warcraft devs would go out to Fry's, right? And they'd like sign copies of World of Warcraft and all that, but I don't think they do that anymore, do they? Like, everything's digital. Everybody's been Cosby'd to death. Which, granted, like, I mean, yeah, you kind of deserve it if you're engaging in sexual harassment in a workplace like that. We're trying to find some dynamite here, so we're just kind of running. We're gonna see if these guys leave us alone. Doesn't look like it. Oh, we've gone the wrong way. That's okay. Because what we're going to do a little scout here. Try to find the dynamite in the shaft here. So usually in the mine layouts here, so this is like an advanced mine. Like, if you're used to the regular mines that are kind of in the leveling areas, they're very simplistic. There's usually like a chunk of it that has like a set of floorboards and 1 or 2 levels. But I think that's what this is supposed to have. You're supposed to get the dynamite associated with it. So it's either... You look at the mini-map at the top here, it's either over here, or it's somewhere placed over here, right? Which I thought it was right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to revive our ass. We're going to kill this guy. This is the least aggro that we can do. And then we'll kind of carry on here. So that's that. If we can somehow sneak over here, so we'll grab this guy. We're not going to run again, so obviously he has too close quarters for us to be running. Trying to leash off the mobs, right? Gotta say, with the tank, I kind of missed chain pulling the protection warrior that we had. Eh. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. It's our little platform doodad. It's got that. Now we go to the mine entrances. So if we head up our original way. Okay, don't be stupid. We're gonna just fight the dude, continue on. I wonder if Frosty K is like a good PvP spec. I don't think it is. Like, it's all front end damage. Like, there's not a lot of dot damage to it. And there's no, like, healing debuff. Even though I don't know if that's still a prevalent thing in, like, PvP, right? Like, Mortal Strike or healing debuffs like that, right? Oh, keyboard turn over this way. We'll go to the front of the mine. We're gonna do something really old. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna use a scroll and buff ourselves, like 4 strength. Counts as a battle elixir. So you can't double dip, you can't use scrolls and your elixirs anymore, so that's cute. The front of the mine, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We'll click the button and swoop. I don't think this will do anything to us. We'll see in a sec. Nope. And then, that's cute. We'll go over to this side here. And we'll close this end. A lot of greens kind of through this. 1 strength. What we're gonna do? We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. Yeah. Boom. Done that. We're gonna head around. We're gonna go around, up, and hand in all our quests. We'll probably get a level off of this. Go through the village. Oh, no. Hope nothing dazes us, because that's obnoxious. We're gonna go up first, just to drop the leash on those mobs there. So we'll do this, and good. And good.
Alrighty then.
Seek out Durkhan. Can we do that? So that's the force into the crypt. There's our level. Nice. We'll take those. I think we get off at level 34. Doesn't look like it, which is interesting.
Need something?
What we got? Haste. And we got I'm gonna take the haste trinket. And we got an upgrade off of it. That's pretty cool. True Heart. Dawn's Reach. Dragonblight. Can do that. There's Vast the Unstable there. So we got haste. 9 haste. Where's that? We got 12% haste, boys. This guy's going to Star's Rest. Lower Winterguard Mineshaft destroyed. I thought we did this. Upper, lower. Like, I feel like our quest experience got reset there. So we're going to go back down. Son of a bitch. And do that. What a pain in the ass, man. Those weapon boxes there are also a quest, I'm pretty sure. I think I did the upper mineshaft twice. So we'll redo this. That should give us credit. And just wait, just make sure here. There we go. So we can go do that, we can go do this, and then could do that too. Let's go do that. We'll go do the group quests. Be interesting to see if they've toned down those group quests. I know in the Borean Tundra they've taken like the elite shield off of the mob themselves, right? You pizza shits. I remember specifically because it's like always like, okay, we gotta pop our cooldowns for this specific mob. Am I enjoying Frost DK so far? It's okay. Ish. I don't know if I'm bored. Or, like, I don't know. It's just not as interesting. We're not going to fight that guy. We're going to go through between them two. Then the big fatty should be over here. This is the siege tank quest. We're not going to do that, but there he is. I'll do this guy over here. We'll go between these two. Let's see if anything follows. Wait, we're gonna pull this guy up. Let's see, like he's no longer an elite. I don't know if I like this. It's okay. We survived it. We did it. Killed his ass. We're gonna go around. We're gonna go. We'll swoop up, I think. I think we're gonna swoop up. Oh, fuck you, bear. We'll go swoop on up now. To the east side. Get our nugget. If we keep going this way, technically we should hit that guy. Technically. Oh, this is the Scarlet guy, isn't it? Yeah. Is he in the tower? Yes, he is. Well, hello there. Just keep momentum. Yeah, get our heal on. This guy should be at the top of the tower. There might be a mob halfway up that they've snuck on the stairs, but we'll see. Hear a lot of... Yeah, there's our mob. Get our last heal in. Is there a second mob? They sure did. Get him out of here. See, this guy isn't as bad as the other guy. See, and this is that weird dead zone. Like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Alright, that's 2 quests down. I think we are going to call it for tonight. It is 10:30, it is past my bedtime. We are calling it. Appreciate you chilling out with me today. Hear me complain about quests I'm doing wrong, or complain in general. It's always good. Hit the follow below. Always helps me out, gets the algo up there. More people can see the channel. I do stream seldomly, so you can probably catch me around 6 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern is like the range on any of the weekdays or the weekends. It's probably like every second day you'll probably catch me. We are leveling each specialization in World of Warcraft. That means there are 12 classes, so Warrior, Priest, Death Knight, like we see here. 3 specs per class. We're leveling a character for each specialization. Comes up to 36 different specs. We already finished Protection Warrior. We're doing Frost Death Knight. Seeing the viability, see what we going on. Okay? Cool. Alright, if you miss any content, always check out YouTube below. I just export everything over there. You can always view the VODs in perpetuity, which is always cool, rather than Twitch. But yeah, alright. Have a good Friday. See you guys.